Good evening, my name is Michael Couper, and today we're discussing the rich list of crypto. Unfortunately, we've been having some issues with OBS, so we can't use the window capture, but we finally got the program to work, so I guess I'll be grateful for that. So today, we're going to be using it instead of filming from my phone. I know, a very happy day indeed for you guys, so let's roll the intro. Boom! Alrighty, so obviously one of the individuals on this list is CZ. I just wanted to post this link right here for all those of you who say, it's easy to become a billionaire. Most of these guys probably got their money from their parents, and then boom, it's kind of like Trump. You know, you take a small loan of $1 million and boom, you transform it into billions of dollars. And maybe through cryptocurrency, that could have been possible for some people where obviously they started with a small amount and turned it into something absurd because of 1,000% gains, 10,000% gains, something that's unheard of in the stock market. But all of these decisions were being made every single day for years and years on end. It was a decision to hold crypto or to sell it or to double down on it and sell your apartment to get more Bitcoin and be truly free. I mean, that's a crazy decision right there. And most of these guys are huge risk takers. Sometimes it's a little bit of luck. It takes hard work. It takes dedication. This guy's obviously passionate about crypto because otherwise he wouldn't be doing it. He wouldn't own a cryptocurrency company. He wouldn't be paying his employees in his own cryptocurrency. And he's been featured in Crypto Titans. So it's on CoinMarketCap, and they're doing a blog section now. And they say CZ launched Binance in July 2017. Now, obviously, he was involved with crypto before this. He must have been. He had to have an interest before, but 2017 is pretty late in the game. And some people would say, oh, you know, that's too late to make the money. And yet he did it. So he had a $15 million ICO, and now he's worth $1.4 billion. And he was on the Forbes 2018 cover. So check that one out. And here is the Forbes, crypto overlord. So today we're doing a discussion on the Hurun list. And for all of you who aren't familiar with the Hurun list, I've got something on my MacBook. It's kind of like Forbes, right? It's the Chinese version of Forbes, and Jeff Bezos here is at the very top with $140 billion. Next is Bernard Arnault. So this guy made his money off of Louis Vuitton and Moet Hennessy, so champagne, and obviously that's a parent company. They own other luxury companies, but he made his money off of other rich people or people pretended to be rich. So, hey, all the power to him, and you're going to see a couple others like him. Hermes is another luxury brand that's got a billionaire up there. Obviously, you're going to become rich if you have a demand and you're selling handbags that are thousands of dollars, even up to $100,000. So here we had 6 crypto entrepreneurs that made the 2020 Hurun billionaire list. So it was noted that there was 346 new billionaires in the world, which I'm curious now how many billionaires there are in the world, because last time I checked there was like 2,700. It says here that there's 2,153 billionaires, but I think that's old. Yes, in 2018 there was a record of 2,208 people on that list, 259 newcomers, mostly coming from China and the US. There's 63 people under 40, and it had a record number of 256 women. Hey, that's good. So it says here 2019 it had 2,153 billionaires, so it dropped from 2,208 billionaires because of China dropping. But anyway, which is interesting. But anyways, I think the list will get to 3,000 billionaires one point in time, probably within this decade. Now we'll have to go through a recession first, but hey, maybe the recession's already starting. So the Crypto's Billionaire Club. This one says that there's 2,816. Hey, statistics are all over the place. I don't know which one we'll trust, so we'll just take an average, although that one was from 2019, but that's such a difference. Here it said, you know, there was 346 new billionaires, but even if you subtract 350 from 2,800, that's still nowhere close to 2,100. And obviously, this gets a little bit difficult tracking the billionaires because there's some that come to mind where it's politicians and dictators and family members. It gets a little weird over there. It's intertwined. When you're talking about billions of dollars, some of these guys are hiding their money because they made it illegally and they don't want it to be known, or they want it to be private information, or maybe they're still kids yet and they don't have access to the money. But either way, we're approaching 3,000 billionaires, one of which is Bezos' ex-wife, Mackenzie. I mean, Bezos is still chilling at the top, so it's like whatever. And I have a good opinion of Mackenzie. I think, you know, she deserves the money. She didn't even get half. She got a percentage of it. So CZ, Changpeng Chao, he's 42 years old and he's top in the list. So in 2019, it was reported that he had 1.3 billion. And here's where you get the discrepancies. Forbes reported that a year before that he had 1.4 billion. You know, maybe it went down, but 2019 crypto was faring better than 2018. I mean, it depends at which point in time. And this year, allegedly, he's got $2.6 billion, so it's growing. And obviously, that's being reflected. You know, when you go on a CoinMarketCap, you see Binance is number 9th at the top with a market cap of $2.8 billion. At its height, the market cap was $5.5 billion, so that's quite a bit. No, that was actually halfway through 2019. That's very interesting. So I guess, I don't know, that's weird. So it's down right now and he's got $1 billion more. Who knows? Next one is Tan Ketwan, and he's Bitmain's co-founder, so he's reportedly got 1.6 billion. Last year had 2.7 billion, so it means he's 1.1 billion down. So he's lost 41%, but he wasn't the biggest loser. The biggest loser was Adam Neumann, who shed 80% of his wealth from WeWork. However, Adam Neumann came out of that still a billionaire, which is pretty good for a failing company. WeWork's got a lot of scandals with it. Bitmain, well, they're producing mining stuff. Binance, it's an exchange, pretty giant. We have another exchange here, Huobi, and we see the Lin. So he's probably the CEO or the co-founder. And we have another exchange, Coinbase. Brian Armstrong, so we got an American right there. He's got $1 billion. And here's another exchange, Okex, Su Mingsing. So mainly exchanges. That's the exchange co-founders or owners are making the rich list. And that would make sense. That's where most of the money is. It's still the early stages of crypto, I'd say. But if you've got an exchange, that's where the money is. Now, is it easy to make an exchange at this point? I don't think so. So Huron's report claims that 68% of the billionaires are self-made, while 32% inherited their assets. Most of them live in China, and there's 800 billionaires in China, while there's 626 in America and 137 in India. Notice that giant discrepancy. 800, 630, and then we have like 130 in Germany, 120. The UK only has 120. So that's interesting. I thought there'd be more. In Russia, there's 90 oligarchs. In Switzerland, there's 88. Switzerland's a small country, but a lot of money over there. Beijing has 110 billionaires. So Beijing this city almost has enough billionaires as the UK does. That's pretty crazy right there. And then we got another Shanghai, 83 billionaires. That's more than Thailand or France or Brazil has. Hong Kong, 76. Well, that makes sense. Hong Kong's severed its ties with China, although not for long, but it's got a lot of money. So that's that. What do you think of the billionaires? I think, hey, they deserved it. They made the exchanges when they made them. There was a big boom, and obviously if you've got an exchange that billions of dollars are going through, you are going to find a way to monetize it correctly. The biggest hurdles are starting an exchange, obviously, and making it legal for everything, because you're going through anti-money laundering laws. Depending on where it's at, whether it's in China or America or, whichever country, it has to abide by all the laws over there, and then you have to pay the taxes. And with cryptocurrency, it's a little weird. You don't know how you're going to pay the employees. Binance figured out a way. They're going to pay in crypto, which I'm sure makes things a little bit easier. And then probably these billionaires, once you have enough money, then you start investing into other stuff like real estate. Hey, maybe the stock market. I mean, you got so much money that you can invest in. Okay, cut me off there. You have so much money that you can invest in anything at this point. I wanted to add in one other thing, and this is to do with why there's only 6. There might be more billionaires, but with cryptocurrency, a lot of these guys probably don't want to pay taxes on it because, with crypto, it's always been weird with taxes. Some billionaires might be missing because they're not reporting everything because they don't want to pay taxes on that, but with crypto, it's so much easier to hide that. And I think other billionaires are also a little bit invested in Bitcoin or alternative coins. So the taxes on running an exchange are completely different than the taxes that you're making off of everything, whether it's coming from the exchange or you have some personal investments or you're paying your employees. It gets really messy, and I think the taxes are either less or you're not paying taxes entirely. There's got to be some loopholes with cryptocurrency, which is a good thing, For me, for example, it was different losing money in the crypto markets, or if I just got paid $70,000 instead of crypto, boom, in dollars, it went straight to my bank. Trippy. Oh, yes, this is what makes my life worth living. So if you felt this video was a waste of your time, I want you to hit that dislike button twice with your anger. And I hope to see your face in another video. So for the rest of you, I sincerely wish you guys a wonderful rest of your day or night. See you guys in the next video. This is the road to 20,000. Let's grind it out. And maybe, who knows, we're going to go to the moon and be on that crypto rich list.